Hi guys,
Hello.
we're back again.
Yeah.
All right, so we've had a few days off. There's been some power outages.
Yeah.
Some cables got stolen, I believe. That messed us up for about 3 days while they had to be replaced. And no sooner had they been replaced than what happened?
There's no power.
No power, but why?
The transformer is broke.
Transformer blew. So anyway, so we got some new wires. I'm not talking about on this property where we're staying, but we're talking about in the local area.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just want to go back because remember we're trying to catch up to the last 18 months, just to put you in the picture about what's it like to be married to a Filipino, and what's it like for a Filipino to be married to a foreigner. And we're just going to discuss way back when I picked her up in the beginning of the year, what it was like. We've already discussed what we did a few times in the previous video, so check that out if you haven't. Of course, please subscribe and
Like,
like, notification button, and
comment.
give us some comments about what we've spoken about so far. But this particular vlog, we're also talking about how I thought I was scammed in the Philippines. And it's not a nice feeling to be scammed, is it? And especially when you don't know why you're being scammed. And it's to do with my wallet. So we're going to look at that too. But also, we're looking at the few days just before we were going to go back to South Africa. Take into consideration we weren't sure whether she'd be even allowed to leave, despite the fact that we got all her documentation, we got all her relative visa and her CFO temporary, but we didn't have the full CFO.
Yeah.
So let's start now. Going back, what were some of the other things that we'd like to talk about? I think one of the things is about your sister. We went to visit Grace's sister, and she's living in a bamboo house. And whenever I talk to Grace about going back to the Philippines, it always comes back to this bamboo house that she wants to live in. So we're gonna like look at a few clips that we had of that time at visiting her sister. And what were you doing there? You were what were some of the activities you were doing when you were visiting your sister, other than showing me her house?
So we went there. I told you that the day before that we're gonna go up before we flying back in South Africa. So mom and dad and I plan to visit my sister's house
A bit louder, I think. It's
where
windy.
she lives.
Okay,
So
quite windy. Yeah.
we drove the up to the mountain.
Yeah.
So
That,
before that, we go to market to buy some fish.
yes. Nice. It's Grace buying some fish and her mom, and she's gonna be making some dish out of this for her sister's place. So tilapia, I think it came to 400 pesos. That's it. Anything else? That's it. You had enough.
So they planning to grill the fish. So we buy tilapia, my favorite one until now.
Yeah, so we're gonna put in a couple of those clips, eh?
Yeah,
Us going to the market to get ready for this trip to go see your sister. She lives approximately what, 2 hours, 1 hour away from you?
2 hours.
2 hours. So it was a bit of a drive, and it was really up into the hills, eh?
Yeah.
Bad roads some of the way. So we're gonna put some of the clips in there to show you what it was like. This is the road to start. Get up. I'm not too sure if I could live in a bamboo house, to be honest, like Grace's dream is. You kind of decide if you could live like that. Okay, so where did this dog come from?
From our house before.
What was it? A puppy
Yeah.
on the main road? Doesn't get hit down. So one of your pups.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Brownie.
Lonely.
Brownie.
Brownie. But he's white.
Brown.
I think he's more tan. Can we change his name to Tan?
You want to go home?
Want to go home? It's full of energy. What's your dad doing?
Ay, wala sang signal.
Okay, say goodbye. This is your sister's house, eh? So how many motorbikes you got now?
One.
Whose is this one?
One.
Whose is this one? Let's go and have a look. What's going on here? Leave their keys in. Going down to the kitchen. Open plan kitchen. It's the bedroom. Bamboo flooring. It goes out to the front section. Living area. Steps. Where are you cooking, Grace? You want me to start a fire for you?
Outside pa yun na iba ba no?
Grace, what's he doing? Why is he digging a hole in the ground? So this is an interesting setup here. All out of bamboo. Now you can make a fire. A bit of sand to stop everything burning down. So you say they've gone to pick coconuts. You're gonna be doing a lot of this in Africa. Grace, what you doing, girl? Is that all the milk?
Mai, Mai, may mga bata pa, Mai.
You mix that with sugar to be nice.
May mga bata pa. Linghod.
Wala, drop ito mo sa may, ano? Nadira ka mo sa may ginaawasan sa tubig. Daw tubig.
Murang.
Galing ka! Siya lakataw. Hindi ka lang pastulang dari atin.
Seems such a lot of work for such a little bit of product.
Kamot na ka, kamot! Basta mag-apat na karon. Okay lang kung mag-apat. Abot yun. Wala na durog yung ginatawa sila no? Ay, bibi.
But that's how lots of people do live, and it's quite economic to live like that because bamboo is quite easy to get hold of there.
Yeah.
So if you need any repairs, it's quite easy to fix that house. And also, what I liked about it, it is very cool. It's not hot because most of the other brick houses, you die, you suffocate because mainly they build them out of brick and an iron roof.
Yeah.
Which is the two worst things to have in a hot environment. So bamboo makes sense, okay? And to build them, in fact, you can actually buy them built already, and you just go and ask them to put it in place if you had a nice piece of land somewhere. So it's doable, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that's what Grace really would like if we go back to the Philippines. So we went and visited her sister, and what else did we do while we were there? Grace thought it would be a good idea if me and the chicken had a vlog together. So, what's the chicken's name? I've got to make up a name. It's called Chick Chick. And Chick Chick and me are sitting at the dining room table, and he's a bit mesmerized by the lights. Just as long as he doesn't make a little mess on me, I'll be okay. So this is in Grace's home, and this is one of Grace's baby chickens that's we're soon going to eat next month or the month after. No? Okay, Grace says she doesn't eat her chickens. What happens to them? They just have a happy life here. She just says they have a happy life and they do the garden work. They eat all the insects and they turn the soil. Okay. Okay, all right, calm down. See you guys. Enjoy it. Bye. Grace's favorite. What is that, Grace? Your favorite. How many of those do you think you've eaten in your life? 2 million. So what have you cooked us tonight? Are we having pork?
Sinigang.
Senegal.
Sinigang.
Senegal. What is that?
Pork with vegetable.
Pork and vegetable. What did you give me for lunch? spring roll. What about all those spring rolls? Why are you looking so beautiful today? What happened? This is how Grace normally sits at the table. She's very comfortable. What? Knife? Ow. Ouch. Grace, what's happening in a day's time on Wednesday? Where are you going?
Instead,
Have you forgotten where you're going on Wednesday? Have you heard of that place called Africa? Oh, you just remembered. You're flying to Africa on Wednesday. See, guys, this is what I've got to put up with. She never knows where she's going, when she's going, how she's going. It's all in the moment. Only worried about what's going to happen in the next 20 minutes. Okay.
Sorry, sorry.
No problem. No problem. I know you want to get in on the YouTube. I think your brother would make a better YouTube guy because he's full of life. Maybe when he sees you doing YouTube, he's gonna follow. I think he needs to. Got a smart watch there, Grace. Who gave me that watch? Ouch! Ouch! YouTube. Oh, I see. Two. Love you too, my baby. I like your hairstyle. See you later. Bye bye. Say bye to the friends. No, not in Hiniganan, in English. Goodbye, friends. Ouch. Goodbye, friends. That was basically just before we left to come back, isn't it?
yeah,
So let's just go and discuss this little issue I had about being scammed in the Philippines. So I actually flew to Singapore from Johannesburg, and while I was in Singapore, I had quite a long wait over or stay over. And during that period, I got my financials sorted and money, pesos organized. And so eventually, when I did get onto the aeroplane, I thought I was all organized financially
yeah,
to make sure I had enough and everything ready for the 2 weeks I was going to be there. However, when I landed in the Philippines, I don't know why I did it, but the first thing when I landed and I was going through immigration, and I just kind of, in fact, I wasn't through immigration. I just picked up my bags
yeah,
in Davao, and I knew Grace was waiting for me outside. But for some reason, I tried to check for my wallet, and my wallet was gone. And that is a real horrible feeling when you're the other side of the world, and your form of payment is gone. It doesn't look good. Can you
mm,
imagine me coming to Grace and saying, "Hi, Grace, I'm here. By the way, I've got no money." But that's exactly the situation. And everybody, obviously, I went and I reported it, and they quickly ran onto the aeroplane to find out because I knew I did have it in Singapore, and it was only like a 5 hour trip.
yeah,
But I was sitting next to two Filipino women, and as you do, you chat to them and got friendly with them,
yeah,
and they were leaning over me to do certain things. I wasn't quite sure what they were doing, so I just wondered now that my wallet was gone, whether I'd been pickpocketed, whether I'd been scammed.
yeah,
I just couldn't figure out. And then I started trying to think, when last did I have my money? When last did I use it? And the last time I could remember using it was obviously when I was changing dollars into or pounds into pesos.
yeah,
So I definitely knew I had it. And so what I knew, I had some foreign currency in there, I had some pesos in there, and obviously I had all my cards. My one saving grace was before I left, I had this nagging feeling that, if things go wrong, I need to have another form of payment. So just by luck, I had separated one of my cards, bank cards, from my wallet. So in my wallet, I had two or three bank cards, but separate to that, I had a bank card just as well, because that whole 2 weeks, I was able to draw money by means of that
Mm.
card. If I didn't have that card, I would have been totally reliant on Grace, and I don't know what that would have been like. But anyway, so now what had happened? So I reported it. They looked for it on the aeroplane. They couldn't find it. I was really suspecting these two women now that I was sitting next to. But at the same time, I had a nagging feeling that when I went through in the Singapore airport, at the check-in luggage, as you basically are flying out, you've got
Yeah.
to put all your bits and pieces through the security machines. And for some reason, I kind of had in the back of my mind that the last thing I took out of my back pocket was my wallet. And I just threw it into one of those containers. So I was thinking maybe the security people at the Singapore airport had, obviously pushed that basket through. I picked up my laptop and all my other equipment, but maybe I just didn't pick up my wallet. So all these things are like floating on your mind. So, was it these people that I was sitting next to? Was it a case of me there when we went through security? I didn't pick it up. So it was a horrible feeling. And for the first couple of days, we were trying to
Yeah.
get hold of the airlines, weren't we?
Yeah.
What was the airline? Scoot was the one.
Scoot flight.
I'm not too sure. Scoot was it? And the other one was the Singapore.
Yeah.
But you can fill out all their online lost and found things, but that's the last you ever hear about it. Although I must admit, I think after about a week and a half, I did get a notice back saying they couldn't find anything. There was no wallet. Anyway, so that's how I kind of felt I was scammed. But I don't know how I was scammed. Was it my own fault? Was I pickpocketed? Was it those ladies on the sitting next to me? Who was it? But going forward now, um, I'm just going to talk about the rest of the trip because we're going to show you a few clips. On the day that we were coming home, we had to catch a couple of buses, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we're catching those buses. So it's the start of our journey. Grace, we're on the bus, Cronadale, and it's what's it, 6:15 in the morning. This is the start of our journey to South Africa. Are you excited, Grace? That sounds very excited. Yes. So this is what we've been waiting for about 1 year now, and finally, it's happening. So we've got basically 5 hours to get to the airport, and we've got 3 bus rides. So it's a bit stressful. Um, this is supposed to be a non-stop ride from Coronadal to General Santos, but we've already stopped 6 times. So when they tell you it's non-stop, don't believe them. All right. Yeah. So this is the start. We'll keep you guys informed as the trip continues. So far, so good, and all's well. What have you been having for breakfast? Quail's egg. We've got a quail's egg to show everybody. You've eaten it. She ate 7 quail's eggs. 25 pesos for 7 quail's eggs. But they were yummy, eh?
Sure.
Super yummy. Okay. All right, guys. See you later. Cheers. Bye. No snoring. Checkpoint. On our way to the Val from Ginseng now. 3 hour trip costing about 330 pesos each, which is very expensive. I'll show you what a cool day out there. Cold. Have a look out there, all those coconut trees. It's a nice house out there. All misty. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Is this the place we have to get out and put our bags through? There's a place along the road here we have to put our bags through security. Oh, this is not it. It's raining. What do you think, Grace? Oh, maybe not. Okay, guys. Let's check in later. Bye. The view. Oops. Seeing the view, nice. Sorry, so lately. That road. Yeah. There's fires down there. Oh, I see. Straight up. It's the side of that house. Very fertile. Oh, thanks again. Unbeknown to me, I just thought me and Grace were under a lot of stress because Grace became a bit withdrawn. You will see it in some of these videos. She didn't seem too happy at all, did you? And I wasn't sure, maybe it's because it was finally, sinking in that she's going to be leaving the Philippines. She's going to be leaving her parents, and that's what she was struggling with. I wasn't sure what it was, but I'll tell you what it was a little later. So we caught all these buses. Hmm? We were under a lot of stress
Yeah.
because when we got to the airport and we're going to put in those clips of
Yeah.
how we were feeling. So we're in Double Airport. She's picked her meal. She's halfway through it. She's not looking happy. Why aren't you happy, Grace? I think she took too much food. So at least we're here now. We just got to go through immigration, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side of immigration. Maybe she's worried about being offloaded because I'm through and I'm on my way. I'm going, gone. And she's still not sure. She had to pay a travel tax of 1,700 pesos. Pretty expensive. Now she has to pay an airport tax of 800 pesos. So that's just for Filipinos who want to travel. So we'll see you guys. We'll see how it goes. We'll talk to you later. All right then. Cheers. Bye. We were feeling. But what happened? Well, what happened was it was all good. We actually got onto the airplane. And so all that stress was all for nothing.
Yeah.
But there were hours and days, weeks beforehand of the stress. And then it was just a huge relief when actually you got through, wasn't it? Airlines of flight
Hi guys.
1814 bound for Manila. Please proceed to gate number 5 and board now. On the board, please. Right. Hi guys. Um, it's done. She got through. She never got off, what they called? She never got offloaded. She was totally tense and worried. But what was the experience like? Was it okay?
Little bit of nervous.
A little bit of nerves, yeah. But you said to me, it all went so smooth, eh? So, she had all the papers though. So she had her CFO, she had all her marriage certificates, and they did scrutinize it all. But she's feeling. How are you feeling now?
Feeling, feeling maybe not good.
Oh, good. Good. I thought you just told me you feel like a free as a bird.
Earlier.
Earlier. All right. So that's it. So now we gotta wait an hour. How long?
1 hour enough.
1 hour, and then we're going where?
Singapore.
Are you looking forward to going to Singapore? No. Why no?
I'm scared.
Scared still. Oh goodness. You live in constant fear. Okay, so that's the story, and we're gonna look for my lost wallet in Singapore.
Singapore.
Let's see if we find it. All right, guys.
Bye.
If you haven't subscribed, what must I do?
Click and subscribe.
Click and subscribe, and what else?
Comment.
Comment, yeah, comment. Any comments?
Any questions?
Any questions? And I'm sure Grace can answer it. All right, see you later. And notification. Hit the notification bell. Cheers. See you later. Bye. Yeah, so we're just waiting for our plane to go to Singapore. It's the Scoot Airlines. It's late. It's supposed to be boarded 20 minutes ago, and it's just rocking up now. That's it over there. So once we suppose they've got to clean the aircraft, It's probably take another half an hour. Grace is wondering. Actually, the immigration people came over to me and asked me for my name. I was a bit worried that maybe they're going to offload Grace. I mean, she got all her paperwork, so but they didn't. It was a bit strange. Why would they come and ask me? Anyway, guys, that's about all I've got to say. This is the aircraft coming in here now. Why Scoot? I think it's going to be choco block because this room is full and that looks quite a small plane. So that's it there. So that's it. So we'll get ready now to board. So we're on the aeroplane.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just about to take off. Face mask.
I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, large electronic devices such as laptop must not be stolen.
Okay, see
Please
you
switch your
guys.
mobile phones and tablets to
Bye
flight mode. Please take your assigned seat and fasten your seatbelt.
bye. You didn't, wasn't it? And you felt that you were made. But at the same time, she still wasn't quite happy. She wasn't feeling herself.
No.
No. So Gracie's got her latte. What is it? No, it's not a latte. It's a cappuccino. And she doesn't think much of it. She wanted a, what did you say? A milky white.
Yes.
A flat white.
This is not my face.
Yeah. So, anyway, when she comes to Singapore next time, she can have a flat white. So, are you happy, Grace, that your husband got his wallet back? And we changed the 5,000 pesos that was in it, and we got 100 US for that. So, not great. But anyway, no, not 5,000. There was six four, hey, 6-4, and got 100 US. It's rubbish. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're still waiting for our plane. Um, yeah, just drinking coffee. And do I talk to you guys later? Cheers, oh. And actually, when we landed in Johannesburg, and we were picked up by family. and we were staying over their houses, supposedly just for a night. We ended up having to spend 4 nights there
Yeah.
because Grace just got very, very ill. So ill that I had to, take her to a hospital and help her to recover with antibiotics and so forth. So that was quite a heavy, expensive bill, just landing back, and Grace was ill. And then it took her about how many weeks? About a week
Yeah.
to get better,
Yeah.
to feel better, and probably another week. And just shortly after that, we were then going to be heading off for like our honeymoon to Africa, to the place what I really love, which is the Victoria Falls. So it was quite difficult time for Grace because everything was new to her. She was being plonked in other people's houses. She went to the hospital,
Mm.
and she had to then travel down to where we're staying now. That was a 1,000-kilometer drive. This is while she was still feeling very, very ill, and we weren't sure what she had. Was it a bad fever or you know? Anyway, it didn't turn out to be that serious at the end of the day. Antibiotics sorted it out. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we going to discuss? Should we discuss um, the trip to the Victoria Falls, or leave that for the next time?
I
Have we
think
got
we
enough?
leave that next time.
Okay, so we're going to just be putting in all these clips of visiting her sister. Um, what happened with this wallet? Yeah, I am in Changi Airport, trying to get lost and found, trying to get my wallet. Been here for probably an hour and a half, and they eventually found it. So looks like they said they found it anyway. They said they found it on the computer. It shows that it's there. I seem to have some difficulty actually accessing it now. So this is what I'm waiting. I've been waiting for 20 minutes for them to find it. On the computer, it says it's there. So I'm just waiting to collect it. So the lady keeps coming in and out the office without it. I'm not too sure at this point whether I've got it back. So, but according to the computer, it's there and it was found. And I don't know. It tends to find out where it is because it's with all the original money that I came with. So I'm hoping to get that back as well as my passport and everything else. Anyway, let's see, mates, how this pans out. Talk to you later. Okay, so I got my wallet. Oh, I see. That's what I mean. Go out. I got my wallet. Now I've got to go out here, and I've got to go around. I've got to go back in again somehow. So, uh, departures, Terminal 2. All right. Good thing is I got my wallet back. Now I've just got to find out how the heck do I get back into this airport. Sorry, not back into the airport, back into departures. Looks like this is the way. All right, guys. Bit of excitement. I've got to try and somehow get back to Grace. And now I don't know what that's going to be like going through immigration again. We'll see. See you later. Bye. Then what happened at the airport? So those are the clips that we're going to incorporate. Okay. But if you've enjoyed this, getting to know myself and Grace, we're going to continue vlogging and trying to catch up the last 18 months to where we are today. And it's because there's so many things that have happened. And and then we're going to look forward to what we hope to do in the future. But obviously, we need support. We need a community of persons that are interested in seeing how two people from different backgrounds, different ages can successfully work together,
Yeah.
live together, and enjoy life. And so, if you've liked this, please can you once again think about subscribing, commenting,
Like.
and definitely liking
Push the.
notification button.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Then signing off. Thanks very much, guys.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.